Hi, Jackie Van Ruller here, and in today's video I want to talk about how you can hydrate dry skin just using your magic wand. Now you're probably thinking that how is this going to help? Even if you're putting on tons and tons of moisturizer, your skin's still dry. This is actually going to work from the inside of your body outwards. And oftentimes where you have dry skin is just telling you where your body carries stress or where there's resistance to flow in your body. So for instance, when I had a lot of IBS symptoms going on, I had really dry skin right in this area. And this is an area for the appendix coming around the large intestine. And so the large intestine's job is to reabsorb fluid that's in your digestive tract so your body can use it until it doesn't need it anymore. And so I was actually losing excess fluid through my digestive tract because of the IBS. And so it was showing up as dry skin here on my face. I also had some dry skin on my cheeks and areas like that, and those are associated with different areas of your body as well. Now, if you're having dry skin in certain areas over and over and over again, you can find out more about facial reflexology in my 5 Elements facial reflexology course. This is going to tell you what each area of your body is associated with, and then how you can use facial reflexology to bring better health to your body and also better skin as well. But I'm going to show you some points that you can work on your face that are going to be hydrating. And then I would also work every area that you have that is dry. So for instance, if you have dry skin right in this area, you'd want to work this area, I would say probably a couple times a day, just to bring hydration, moisturization, and also detoxification to the area, and that's going to help that dry skin. It's also going to release some of the emotional symptoms that are causing that. So we're going to start on the left-hand side. In general, working on the left-hand side is going to be more hydrating for your skin versus if you have oily skin, you want to work a little bit more on your right-hand side. So as you're looking at your face map, here you're going to notice that there are a lot more points there on the left side of the face than on the right. However, you do want to work any of the dry areas, so don't forget to work those areas as well. So we're going to start with our kidney point. This is going to be in line with the corner of the mouth, all the way up to the hairline and down just a tad bit. I can feel like a little bump there on my skin. And as you're searching around, you'll probably feel it too. The kidneys obviously filter your blood, and they decide how much water you need in your body versus how much to get rid of. And so you really want your kidneys to be in good balance in order to have good hydration in your whole body. Next, we're going to work some points for relaxation. It's going to be these points here and these points here. These are pair points, and when your body is in a state of relaxation, it's going to be able to hydrate it much better. So when we're in a state of stress, your body's not concerned about keeping or preserving water in your body. It's just concerned about getting you out of a stressful situation. Of course, most of us are in a stressful state most of the time, and so it's easy for our skin to get dehydrated. It's easier for our body to be dehydrated. But as we relax, we'll actually activate that thirst response when we are thirsty. Our body will be able to better regulate our water resources and keep what it needs and get rid of what it doesn't. This point here is also really important for relaxing the shoulders, and that helps to detoxify and get rid of excess fluid that we may no longer need. Sometimes that fluid shows up in the way of inflammation. We definitely don't want to have inflammation in our face. Even though we have excess fluid in our face, it doesn't make our skin more hydrated. It will actually make it drier. So we might have a puffy face and still have dry skin. And that's what nobody wants, right? Okay, then we're going to do some points right in through here. So we have point 26, and this is going to be for activating that parasympathetic nervous system. This is going to be really good for increasing hydration. We're going to do point 8 for the heart, increasing circulation, and point 189 for the diaphragm for deep breathing. The lungs are the organ that distributes water throughout your body. So we really want to focus on the lungs, keeping the lungs nice and healthy, and having the lungs expand and contract really, really nicely. When we're in a state of stress, our lungs tend to breathe more shallowly, and then we can't get that water distributed throughout our body as easily. So working here for the parasympathetic nervous system, the pituitary gland, relaxing stress and activating that rest and digest nervous system. Taking some deep breaths, working right between the eyes for the heart. The heart is really good for circulating blood, which is obviously a fluid. We want nice blood that's oxygenated and hydrated, distributed throughout our body. Then we go down a little bit more for the diaphragm. As you're working this point, you'll probably feel yourself take a deep breath. And that's just helping the lungs to distribute water throughout your whole body. Next, we're going to come to the side of the nose. We have point 61. This opens up the nasal passageways, allows us to get more oxygen into our body. As we oxygenate our body, we oxygenate our skin, and that's going to be really helpful for hydration. Coming under the cheekbones, going up to point 16. Go up and down a few times. This is encouraging that oxygenation all the way to the bottom of our lungs, taking deep breaths. And it's these deep breaths that are distributing moisturization, hydration to our skin. And then working the top part where the ear meets the face. This is going to relax the shoulders and allow detoxification through the neck. Okay, other side. Opening up our nasal passageways, we're breathing in extra oxygen, filling our lungs, also increasing nitric oxide, and that helps to keep our blood vessels open so we have great circulation, really, really important, and also increasing endorphins. That's that feel-good feeling in our body. We want our body to feel good. That's what life is about. It's not about being stressed out and worried and overwhelmed. It's about enjoyment of life, and that's really what the lungs are about emotionally. It's about enjoying your life, having zest and vitality, and really enjoying as many moments as you can. We're going to come over to the left side of the face, and we're going to work the stomach, spleen, and lungs. So as we come directly under the bottom of the nose, over here we get the stomach. Stomach decreases the emotion of worry, and it's also about breaking down food so we have plenty of nutrients. So as our stomach is breaking down food, we're getting lots of nutrients. We're going to get lots of fatty acids and proteins to rebuild beautiful skin, to rebuild collagen. And then we're going to come over to the spleen. The spleen takes those nutrients and those building blocks, and it hands it up to the lungs, which are going up here, and the lungs are able to use that to distribute moisture throughout the entire body. So this is a really good area to work when you have dry skin. Working this whole stomach, spleen, and lung complex there on the left-hand side of the cheeks. You can also work the right-hand side of the cheeks, but the lung point in there tends to be a little bit more drying versus hydrating. Now, if you have dry skin there, I would definitely work it. Here on the pad of the nose is a point for decreasing internal heat. So if you tend to have a lot of heat inside your body, this is a point that's like an air conditioner for your body. Internal heat will come out as dry skin on your face, and so you definitely want to control that internal heat. Then we're going to come down halfway between the nose and the mouth, working the large intestine point. The large intestine's job is to reabsorb water and use that water until it can't be used anymore. So we want to keep our body nice and hydrated, and that's going to work through the lungs and the large intestine or the metal element organs. If you want to learn more about the 5 elements, my 5 elements facial reflexology course goes into a lot of detail about what each of the organs does for your body physically, mentally, emotionally, and then what shows up on your face as well. Next, we're going to come to underneath the bottom lip. This is a point for the ureters, and it's a diuretic point, so it helps to get rid of excess fluid in your body. Usually this excess fluid shows up in the form of inflammation. If we don't get rid of that excess fluid, our face will be puffy, but our skin will be dry. Bad combination. We do not want that. We want our skin to be nice and sculpted. We want to get rid of that excess fluid, and then we want our skin to be nice and hydrated. And then coming down to the bladder, allowing your body to get rid of any fluid that's been used, doesn't need to be used anymore. And then working this will also help to increase the thirst response, because if you're getting rid of the fluid you no longer need, your body will tell you more conveniently when you need to be drinking water. So rather than forcing yourself to drink water, you want to really respond to your body's natural thirst cues. A lot of times if you just drink water and your body's not able to get rid of the fluid that it's already using, it's just going to show up as inflammation, or it's going to go straight through your body without ever really hydrating your skin. Finally, we're going to work the point right up here. So this is a point for really increasing circulation through your whole body. I love this point for getting good blood flow, oxygenation all the way to your hands and your feet and to every area of your body. It's a very relaxing point. It's super, super, super important for hydration. Taking some deep breaths while you're doing this is also a great anti-anxiety point and a great point for feeling feelings of love and connection. Now, one thing I really want to talk about is products. A lot of times where our skin gets dry and we feel like we just need to use more and more products, I would actually encourage you to use less and less products. When people come to my classes, they come for a 5-day class, and I encourage them to not use any products for an entire week. They always look at me like I have about 16 heads, and I understand that because when you're in the skincare field, or just when you've grown up using skincare products, you think that skincare products are kind of the end-all, be-all. Well, really, everything that's showing up on your face is a reflection of what's going on in your body. So if you have dry skin, it's just your body telling you that it needs extra love and attention in a certain place. So as you're working those areas, you're going to create more flow, less stress, and your body's going to feel better, your skin's going to feel better as well. So I do encourage you to slowly decrease your product use and notice if you're doing this particular routine on a regular basis, if your skin doesn't become more hydrated naturally. I think you'll see the results fairly quickly, but it will take your body a little bit of time to adjust to that less product use and to be able to regulate itself better. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please, please, please pass this along. Let's get people going on this facial reflexology kick. It's a really cool way to take care of your emotional health, your physical health, and your face as well, and it doesn't take a lot of expensive products, just this one little magic wand. Alrighty, thank you for watching. As always, I will see you in another week or so with another video, and have a wonderful week.